Hey class, the evil professor with the evil wife.
Hi.
All you can see is my hands, you can't see her hands, but I assure you she is here. We're doing part 2 of questions and answers, the QA session with the prof. So you've asked and I'm going to keep on answering. And we are going to move on to Pasujula. I hope Pasujula. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I'm going to spell this one out. P-O-S-S-U-J-U-H-L-A. A couple questions from you, so we will get into those. I hope it's not too late. No, it's certainly not. The first question is, how do you feel about getting older? In your opinion, what are the pros and cons of getting older? You know what? Getting older happens. I know it's kind of a cop-out answer, but to me it's inevitable and there's nothing you can do about it, so there's no point worrying about it. One of my kind of life philosophies is to not worry about things you have no control over. And you can't stop aging. There's only one way to stop aging. And for most people that's not the good option, so we won't go into that. So it just happens. So I guess I don't have anything more to say. It happens. I'm not going to get upset about it. My opinion, pros and cons. Pros, you're allowed to drive. You probably make more money. You're legally old enough to buy beer, get into R-rated movies, get into other movies. Yeah. And a few other things, like, you know, all the good things that come with adulthood. I would say voting, but usually it's everybody in the race is a prick anyway. Cons, the real con about getting older, unless you're one of those types who's insecure about it, is just the fact that your body starts to break down. And when you're young and you're in your teen years and even your 20s, you feel invincible and everything's awesome. And then you start to hit middle age or closer to middle age and you're in your 30s and all of a sudden you hurt yourself and it hurts for a long time. Like the wife kicks you in the shin and you have a bruise for literally 4 weeks.
You deserved it.
Probably. But that's the con. Your body just starts to break down. Eventually your memory starts to go. Of course mine was probably always crap anyway, but I guess that's really what it boils down to for cons. Your body starts to just break down. It just can't do what it used to do, and you can't even eat the same stuff you used to. Like eating Taco Bell, which is probably never good to begin with, is just horrible now. Like bad. Not good. I think Taco Bell's only meant for the younger crowd, not so much us geezers. Our next question, is for the evil wife.
Uh-oh.
What is the worst quality in your husband, beside the fact he's pure evil? Keep in mind when she goes to answer this, I am sitting right here beside her, and punching might be an option.
I would say he is a horrible procrastinator.
What?
Oh, give me a break.
Oh,
You've
geez.
got like 30 gigs of YouTube videos on your hard drive that I've watched you film, and you are too lazy to edit and post the damn things.
Oh. I'll get right on that tomorrow. See what Optimus Prime thinks.
Tomorrow's a holiday. You aren't doing anything.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. That's right. Speaking of which, for anybody who's watching this on July 1st, happy Canada Day.
Okay.
And anybody who might see this on July 4th, happy 4th of July. Because it is a long weekend for both Canada and the US.
Yes.
And how awesome is that? So, there you go. I procrastinate too much. And I do. And it's something I keep meaning to do something about. I know. Isn't that kind of the standard joke? Just got hit. But yeah, I don't really care enough. But she is right. I have tons of footage shot. A lot of DCUC figures, some Transformers, a few other miscellaneous things, something the evil wife has done. And I just haven't gotten around to the editing portion. And actually, to be serious for a moment, it's a combination of hardware, software, and effort. And sometimes, yes, the effort is lacking, but we've had issues with hardware and software and trying to get all that sorted out. Plus, I'm trying to change up a few things, and until I have that sorted out, it might take me a little bit longer. So, Pasujula also says, thanks and congrats. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate your questions, and I hope we answered them to your satisfaction. There's a review spot. Mofo see that. Now, I'm not sure if it should be mofo see that or mofuck that, because that sounds kind of bad. So I'll say mofo see that. That way the language police don't get angry with me. But I'm asked, let's see, here's a question. How did you and your wife become evil? I'll let the wife start with this one because it's probably shorter than mine.
I'm only evil by association.
There we go. I'm a bad influence. Yes.
I was a doormat when you met me.
Actually, you know what? You had evil tendencies, though. I know the stories. Anyway.
From who?
You.
Liar.
Maybe. For me, it's really a question of whether you believe in nature or nurture, I think. If you are on the nature side of things with David Suzuki, you might sit there and think, well, maybe it has something to do with the genetic material. I'm not saying I have bad genetic material, because I'm saying something bad about my parents, even though they claim that they're not my parents, and then I claim they didn't raise me, and then, anyways, I don't think I'm getting invited to Christmas now. But maybe it's genetic material, and just from my mom and my father, it just produced something that is capable of great evil. So there's that. Or there's nurture, where life has taught me that being evil is more fun. Let's face it, being a bad guy is more fun. When you play video games, it's more fun to be the bad guy. When I watch movies, I'm always rooting for the bad guy because it's more fun. Yeah, I think that's what it is. We could get into more specifics. There was an accident with something that may have caused it as well. I like to think
brain
I'm this.
Damage.
Yes, brain damage. Thank you. I like to think that I'm kind of a supervillain that way, that I had a horrible accident and it's turned me evil. Okay. Also, I just like saying bad things. I guess that's really all it boils down to. So, I hope we answered that. From the wife, it's just from association, and for me, it's a little more complicated. It's either bad genetics, the fact that I'm just kind of a jerk, and the extension of being a jerk is being evil, or I had a horrible accident that totally turned me into an evil supervillain.
That's why he doesn't show his face.
So I don't show my face. Although, well, you couldn't see the scars on my face anyway, but at any rate.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question. Let's see, what else are we going to move on to? So thank you very much, Mofo See That. We're going to move on to Super Everyman's question, and it's, what army build do you like? In brackets, what army builder do you buy a lot of? I don't buy a lot of figures to build an army. I don't like having multiples of things. If I were to build an army, though, it would be an army of zombie ninjas. And I imagine you can buy them if you have enough money, because you can get ninjas and then zombify them. I don't think you can ninjafy a zombie, though. I think you have to start with the ninja first. Besides that, it would be zombie Optimus Primes. That's the kind of army I'd want to build. And since they're robots, you can actually build them. So that's the kind of army I'd build. I know it's a total cop-out, but in terms of buying figures, I just, no, not into that too much. Having multiples of one figure is not really my thing. But zombie ninjas are. That's how you can make any movie better. Zombies, ninjas, or Optimus Prime. With the exception of Revenge of the Fallen, it was a turd. That's because it didn't have any of the zombies or the ninjas. Okay, let's see, what do we have next? So thank you very much, Super Veryman. We are going to move on to Den662. How long have you and your wife been married? It's been just over 5 years. Our anniversary was earlier, well, I'm going to say this month because I'm filming in June. Right now, it's June 30th. It was 3 or 4 weeks ago-ish. So we've been married just over 5 years. And it's been great, and I'm looking forward to more. And we've been together even much longer than that because our courtship went for quite a while.
7 years to get there before we got married.
There we go. I don't know if you heard that. We were together 7 years before we got married. So she already knew what kind of a jerk I was, and she still married me. I'm just that smooth.
Who else could tame you?
Who says you have? Let's see. So thank you very much, Den662. We're revealing more of my married life than maybe we should. But we'll keep going. Let's see. Who do we have next? We have Watch This Review. Let's see. What does my buddy Watch This Review say? You probably mentioned this before, but I'm totally blanking on it. So my question will be, what subjects do you teach in real life? And how did you decide on teaching as a profession? The official topic that I teach is an accounting course. I won't get into too many details because, let's face it, most of the time accounting is boring. But I'm trying to teach accounting to people who don't want to do accounting. It seems kind of like a losing battle, and for some people it is. But that's what I teach. I teach an accounting course. Anything else I teach is just how to be a real wise ass. I teach the students that too. And I teach them not to screw with the prof, because the prof is evil. Yeah, I know that was pretty bad. And how did I decide as teaching as a profession? Well, in this case, my current teaching gig, which I've been doing for a little while now, It literally just fell in my lap. I came across someone who was looking for someone to teach this accounting course, and I felt I could do it. So I emailed this person and said, I think I can teach this course. Do you want my resume? And I got a response, yes, bring it. Come see me. Oh, okay. And then, lo and behold, I was a prof teaching an accounting course. That's really how that worked out. But teaching is kind of in the blood. I would show you the blood, but you wouldn't be able to see the teaching in it. It would just make Prime kind of messy, and I wouldn't want to get it on my backdrop. But my father was a retired high school teacher. I almost said retarded.
That explains a lot.
I'm not going to go there because I like my pa, so I won't say bad things about that. But he's a retired high school teacher. My grandfather, his father, is also a retired high school teacher. My sister is the head administrative librarian or whatever her official title is at a college, and she teaches kind of courses on how to use the library, so it's kind of just in the family. I always saw myself being a college professor much later on in life, after I had worked in the industry for a long time and then wanted to teach on the side, like as part of retirement. But yeah, it just kind of worked out that I started doing it earlier than I thought. And, you know, I enjoy it most of the time, which is really good. So thank you very much for your question, Watch This Review. And if you haven't checked out Watch This Review, please go do so. I enjoy his videos a lot, and he's really a lot more current on things than I am. He's already getting into the Dark of the Moon toys, and I haven't, and I don't know if I will. Besides this awesome Optimus Prime, right? Here's the thing about this. I have to stop for a second. This is a Burger King toy. Besides the fact it's one of the better Burger King Transformers toys, they actually have the right voice for Optimus Prime. And you think about all the stupid-ass Mattel toys where they didn't have the right voice. Like the voice changer helmet. It didn't have the... Oh, anyways. I think that is going to be the last question that we had. I think that is just about it. So I can rant about whatever I want.
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to take out the garbage now?
No, but I will do it later.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, I think I'm in trouble now, so I'm probably going to have to cut this short. But that was our Q&A with Evil Prof and the Evil Wife, who is probably going to punch me later because I ain't taking the garbage out. It's 10:35 in the evening. Screw that. But thank you very much for watching. There are more videos coming on the way. Maybe eventually we'll do this again sometime and you can ask me more stuff. So, thank you very much. Class is dismissed. Ow! That hurt.